We have the Jets and the upcoming Raiders. I don't know why I said it like that. But
I don't know. You're the one doing the intro.
I don't know why you're leaving me up to that responsibility. I've been doing
I
it
don't
every
know.
I've been doing it every week and I can't even tell if I'm good or
I
not.
mean, it kind of just happened on accident, and then we just rolled with it.
True. Anyways.
Because I think I actually did it the first time we ran the demo. Um,
Oh
a
yeah.
little background,
Yeah, yeah. Huh.
little behind the scenes.
Right. I mean, a little tidbit for you guys. We should probably talk about this game.
I guess
you know, uh,
Raiders playoff contender, Jets maybe not.
I still think Jets are. I do. I
I
believe
mean,
it.
there's only so many. Only so many
Well, you know what? That's a good point
two,
because
and then I win the division.
they're not going to win the division. Raiders aren't going to win the division either. But it's going to be between Jets, Raiders, and Steelers for wild cards, and one of them's going to get screwed over. So right now, I kind of feel like
For the Jets.
what? It's
Oh,
for the Jets. Yeah. Well, right now I kind of feel the Steelers are a better team than the Jets. Like really.
especially with even without Bell, they have Roethlisberger
Yeah. Yeah.
and Antonio.
Yeah.
Jets not out by any means, but the Dolphins are playing a little bit better too.
True.
So,
Not
and I
this
know
week.
we hadn't talked about that one yet, but that's to be expected though.
Yeah. Now,
But yeah, I don't
no.
know.
Were you gonna add on to that?
I mean, I'm not really on the Jets bandwagon right now. I guess is what you're saying.
Oh well. Is it because you picked them to make the playoffs and now you're
I mean,
regretting
and
that?
well, they're just so up and down. I don't.
You know,
What
realistically,
who are the Jets?
yeah.
Who are
You
they?
know what? Realistically, uh, the Raiders are kind of up and down too. They lost against the Bears.
Yeah,
You know, and they're more of an upswing right now than the Jets are. I'll give them
yeah.
that. Like right now, but
I think they're playing better. They've been getting better every week versus the Jets, who have just
kind
been up
of
and down the whole season.
yeah, yeah. I guess so. You know, we can
And
make
also, Patrick got hurt, so I guess part of it was that.
yeah. I was gonna say we can make a few comparisons. One of them, Fitzpatrick got hurt. You know, and tore I guess a ligament in his left hand, which is not his throwing hand. Reports are saying
Right.
Fitzpatrick is going to be playing the next game. How well is he going to do? I mean, think about it. Every single snap, he's going to have to sit there, take the ball, and it's going to be putting pressure on that hand. I mean, yeah, you're not throwing with it, but you're still holding on to the ball with it. And so every single throw, he's going to be like, ow, ow, ow.
I mean, maybe he can take the snap one handed. I don't know.
I don't
It's
think
mostly his thumb.
I don't think
So
any
if he can
coach.
get in there like I mean, if he could get in there like this, maybe like keep one hand kind of like that. Maybe keep the thumb off the
I
football.
don't think
Uh,
any coach is going to advise for him to take a snap one-handed,
from the shotgun position, just
unless you like. Although you know what, I kind of would want to see that because you know how badass that would be. A big bearded Fitzpatrick just taking one-handed snaps the whole game. I would love to see that.
throws it back, catches it with his arm already back like that, and then just throws it.
He's already in the throwing position for the snap. Just.
Oh, we're getting
We're
dumb
getting
now.
really
But
stupid this week.
there are two teams that we joked about this game a little bit, but it actually was an important game because realistically, it is two wild card contenders
Yeah.
that could potentially be a later playoff game. They could meet each other. Unlikely they would meet each other in the playoffs. Very unlikely, but plausible. And you're seeing two playoff contenders play each other. and the Raiders got the better of the Jets. So um, I don't know how much more I really personally have to say about this, other than the Raiders' offense is looking pretty solid.
Yeah.
They're looking pretty solid.
I have something to add on to it a little bit, and it's going to be um, dealing with Raiders offense. And I mean, Amari Cooper was covered up by Darrelle Revis all game, which was to be expected. Everybody saw that coming a mile away. Crabtree ended up
So
picking up the slack, which is good for the Raiders. That hey, if you can't rely on Amari Cooper, Derek Carr has other targets and he knows how to use them.
did all right considering he had Darrell Revis covering.
Well, not only that, but the next thing I was going to get to is that actually, I think as of Monday during a postseason interview, Darrell Revis talked about Amari Cooper, and I'm not going to be able to quote him verbatim or anything, but kind of paraphrasing, he basically came around and said Amari Cooper is one of the most up and coming wide receiver stars that the NFL has right now. I mean, you talking that Revis is going. He goes, and this guy's a rookie. And this is coming.
Right.
This is actually a quote from Darrelle Revis. He goes, "This guy is a rookie," and he goes, "He kind of
That's how praise coming from
right,
a dude that had to cover you.
right,
You know?
right." So if Darrelle Revis is giving Cooper that much respect, yeah, you better believe he's an up and coming star. I mean, he proved that before Darrelle Revis already this year. I think, in my opinion, but that's a pretty big high honor to hear.
Right. Got one of the best corners, if not the best in the league. Hall of Fame level guy.
Yeah,
Basically saying everything except coming out and flat out saying this might get I might make Hall of Fame.
yeah,
That's high praise indeed.
yeah. And to go even with Amari Cooper, Derek Carr showing once again, it's a hell of a quarterback. This is I mean Amari Cooper rookie year, Derek Carr second year, both of them are making great strides for a big franchise, success, I guess, all around.
Right, right.
Now, if you can imagine wherever they're going to land in the standings at the end of this year, whatever they try to pick up in their draft picks, if they can improve their defense, not to say that the Raiders have a bad defense by any means. I mean, it's really not. But could you imagine if Raiders defense becomes like a Jets defense, for instance?
They're missing, and I'm gonna for the first time maybe use my little Cajun background here and say they're missing a certain je ne sais quoi. I'm missing. There's just something.
The Cajun's coming out. The Cajun's coming out. All right, go ahead.
Je ne sais quoi.
All right.
French is terrible, by the way. My French person is good, but they're just missing that element. It's sort of just like whatever it is to be a true Super Bowl contender.
Yeah.
And I don't think they're really bad anywhere. They're not really just the run game leaves a little bit to be desired, I guess.
Yep.
But they're not super bad anywhere, and they're just missing a little, just something, a piece here, an elite player, a playmaker, basically, to just get them over the top and to be a true Super Bowl contender.
Yeah.
But they're making leaps and bounds towards it.
If they're making leaps and bounds, and we talked about this actually, I think back in week 1 or week 2, of who we thought is going to overthrow the division when Peyton Manning retires, and I don't think either one of us picked the Raiders. And right now,
you know what? I actually did not think that they would this soon. I actually
right.
kind of had them pegged for maybe a longer term thing, but of course, all of a sudden, with the Broncos defense the way it is, I'm not quite so sure the Broncos are giving up this division. Peyton Manning would want.
Like, even when Peyton Manning retires, you think their defense is going to hold strong regardless? Type of.
I mean, look how good the defense has been playing. They could have any quarterback in it. Nothing against Peyton Manning, I love the guy, but I mean, he's not playing that good this year. Imagine if they had Drew Brees or Tom Brady playing offense right now.
If Tom
He's not
Brady was
making.
playing on the Broncos this year, they're
Yeah,
going 16-0, winning the Super Bowl.
that's what I'm talking about though. Like the defense is so good right now. If they hold that crew together, I don't think they're giving up. They're not giving up the goats anytime soon.
hmm
I mean, the Raiders are going to be a challenge to them. And Chicago and Kansas City has a little bit of building up, but I'm not sold on Denver going down. I don't think it's good.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't catch like any of that because your internet connection again. Damn it! Fuck! Man, this has been happening. It's nobody's fault either. You know, it's not your fault. It's not on
Uh,
our end. It's just
I don't know what it is this time.
yeah.
Don't know what it is, but all I was saying basically was I don't think anyone expected Oakland to be this good this quick.
No, definitely not. And it's impressive though. It's very impressive,
Yeah.
and they're a team that I'm definitely like watching this season. They're a team I definitely want to watch next season. Going into depending on who they draft and everything in the off season, and maybe certain trades in the off season, whatever. And actually, another certain thing about Oakland that we didn't discuss is when Geno Smith came in. The only thing that I'm going to say that highlighted Geno Smith is he threw an interception to Charles Woodson, which is awesome for Woodson. He's one of my favorite players. And that's kind of another thing that Oakland is going to have to already start looking forward to is how long is Woodson going to still be playing in the NFL? He's 39 years old, just like Peyton is, but just like Peyton, he's still playing good. you know, it.
Relatively speaking, better in his position right now.
Yeah,
But
actually,
he's gonna have to be replaced soon.
yeah.
So, but they, good for Oakland. Good.
I wouldn't want to say that he needs to be replaced soon because he's still playing great, like phenomenally great. Is
Sooner rather than later.
But I think what it comes down to is they don't want to get stuck in a position where suddenly, all right, well, I retire, I'm done, and now they don't have a replacement type of thing, or they have nobody to try to cover that, and they're scrambling. Like you don't want to be scrambling for that type of scenario, but that is something that kind of looks into. So I guess one thing I wouldn't be surprised if they're trying to pick up a safety, and the draft. I'm not surprised by it. And as far as I know, which I don't know, is I maybe they have a backup safety already that they drafted, and we just don't know him because how many plays is he really getting when you have Charles Woodson in there?
I personally think they need a running back.
Yeah, I'm not sold on Murray.
I think that I think that's their biggest need right now.
Yeah,
A running back.
yeah. Anyways, probably went over around whatever time on this as well, but we'll wrap it up. And you can follow us on Twitter and Facebook in the link below. We have our mid-season assessment and late call. Be sure not to miss it, and also make sure to leave us a comment on YouTube, or you can give me a ring-a-ding-ding on the phone and be like, "Hey Kyle, I like what you show, dude. I like your beard. We can talk about football."
Oh, let me give them your number.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
I don't have my phone in my hand.